Oh, yum. It smells delicious.
Have a look, guys. The potatoes are lovely and soft and roasted. The meat is beautiful and tender. Well, we had a beautiful dinner last night, and sadly, when it comes time to cooking cast iron, you're usually left with a bit of a mess. And this is what we found this morning. And I think it's one of the things that puts people off cooking in cast iron is the cleanup, because you tend to use a lot of water and elbow grease and make a bit of a mess. But anyway, I'm going to show you my process, and it starts off with a paper towel, this little contraption which I affectionately call the woody. It's a piece of hardwood made up like a spatula with a little sharp edge on the bottom. And here we go. Let's see what we do. I just scrape everything off the bottom. This is a good thing with the hardwood spatula. It takes everything off really easily. So we're just taking all the gunk off. So I've scraped everything off the bottom. Got a garbage bag here that will put the greasy stuff with. I don't like running oils and fats and that onto the ground. I just don't think it's the right thing to do, so we tend to scoop it all up. Here we go. If you have a look inside, it already looks pretty reasonable there. But now comes the magic part, and I bet you the gas is off, so I'm going to go turn it on. What I like to do is I like to get the camp oven really hot. Now, one thing you must never do is when you get your camp oven hot is pour cold water in it, because you're just as likely to crack the camp oven. Inside the camper there, I've just boiled some water, so I've got some hot water I'm going to put in, and it does an amazing job of lifting the rest of this stuff up. So what I'll be waiting for is for the, you can start to see a little bit of sizzling going on in there. So the camp oven's reached boiling point. Now what I'm going to do, and please be very careful when you do this, I hate to think anybody got burnt based on what I'm telling you in the video. I tend to stand right back and I'll pour the water in. And you get all that bubble and that going on. Now I'll use a Scotch-Brite scourer. I just push it in and I just rub it round the camp oven whilst you're boiling. A good old rub around. You can see it's lifting a lot of the stuff on the side. Okay, we turn the heat off. We don't need any more heat. Just around the bottom there. Now that's pretty hot. Just going to pop it over there for now. It can drain. I'll let this water cool for a couple of seconds, and I'm just going to tip it out, and we'll see what's actually, now I can see a little bit of grime there. I'm going to just hit that there a little bit more. Pull it out. So this is how it is after emptying the camp oven. You can see it's pretty well cleaned. There's a little bit of muck in there that you just give it a bit of a rub. I reckon that's about got it. If something's a bit stubborn, the little woody, the edge of the woody there, will lift it. Right in there again. Okay, I'm just going to pop a little bit more hot water in. Turn that off. Giving that a good rinse. I'm just going to give it a wipe out. Like that. And that's pretty well clean. So there's one little step that we got to do now, and that's just to season it again. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the oven again, turn on the stove, get that nice and hot, and I'm just going to grab some oil. I'll be back in a sec. So what I'm actually going to use is just some canola oil spray. Now, seasoning is just simply putting an oil film around the camp oven and then heating it up, and what happens is that it changes from a liquid state to something resembling varnish, and that's what that seasoning is, the non-stick surface that you get on camp ovens. So I'm just going to pop a little bit in here, like that. We're going to give it a little bit of a wipe around. And we're just going to leave it now. Excuse me. We're going to leave it till it starts to smoke. So I'll just pop the lid on just to trap the heat a bit. But this is what you want to be happening. See all that smoke coming out? Now that oil has started to polymerize. I just turn it off once it's started to smoke. And I leave it cool down, and that camp oven is ready for use again. It's not a big job, it's not a really dirty, messy job either, so that's my method of cleaning it up. It works pretty well for me. I hope you find it works well for you too.
Thanks heaps for watching. We'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below. If you'd like to help our channel, please like, subscribe or share. It makes a big difference. Stay watching for more video links.